Drew McIntyre steps inside hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell, or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction. This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE, the company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre. Oh, look at this, just cranking the head, that's gotta hurt.
Driving the elbow. Oh, no. Oh, no. This could end it all.
He's got the shoulders down. Kick out before it, too.
He thought he could get this thing finished fast. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory. It's like
going to the cover. It's going to take more than that to keep him down.
He's still fresh. No surprise he kicked out before two.
Emotions running high, and this is the pain Punk promised to deliver onto McIntyre. DDT plants them. And now he's going to the top rope. CM Punk headed to the top rope, and he's pulled the ring apron up, looking up. Whoa! Crashing to the floor.
Missing big there. Might have got a bit tangled in the ropes.
Didn't have it lined up. He's now paying for it. Ooh.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight? I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
We've called Drew McIntyre a lot of things over the years, but tonight Punk has brought out the psychopath in him.
Drew McIntyre showing everyone why we call him the Scottish psychopath.
Find some payback with their own reversal.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
Got a wrench. Looking to tune someone up.
Setting up the table here. Who knows what he has planned?
Future shot.
Quick cover for the win.
Two. No, stops the count at two.
And you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
McIntyre gets met with a response.
Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
Oh, taken down forcefully.
Stop to the leg. Oh, foot just stomping down. Claymore!
That might be all Drew needs.
And into the cover. And a kick out. What on earth?
Simply unreal. Potentially inhuman. Kicking out at one. How on earth?
And you know McIntyre loves a challenge, but he better not let his opponent hang around for too long.
Smashed with a forearm.
There's the skull absorbing further impact.
And a stomp to the gut.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect. What an axe handle. This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
Totally helpless at the moment. What a press slam.
Rising to his feet, but he's still looking glassy-eyed.
Strong counter from Punk. Ooh!
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep!
Can that finish McIntyre? Oh, looking like Patches O'Houlihan out here. Stiff kick.
Gosh.
Punk ducks under, grabs the hammerlock, and drops his opponent with a massive line. CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
Bullet impact. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Escape just in time. Soaring out of the ring goes Punk.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
And a backstabber. Ooh.
Wards that off. What a response.
Punk showing off his technical prowess. Hammerlock followed up with a lariat.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
Sweet dreams coming.
GTS connects. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Headed to the top rope.
Stalking from above.
From way up.
And nobody home on that one.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Lift off. Double axe handle connects. And McIntyre on the receiving end again. Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
Ooh, so much disdain swinging a table like that.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
He's able to reverse it. Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man. Punk avoids the attack.
Oh, what an axe handle.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there. This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl. Out of harm's way.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
And a backstabber. It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk.
Claymore! That could be Punk's demise.
Cover! Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
Just barely more than one. What on earth are we witnessing?
And where McIntyre goes from here is unknown. Drew is accustomed to putting out so many men with that maneuver. Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre.
What a suplex.
Drew anticipated that one. Struck with a calf kick. Devastating elbow strike.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
Punk's knee to the face.
Short arm clothesline connects.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Got the the sharpshooter locked in deep.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. And he heads back into the ring. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs. My goodness, there is simply no telling what it's going to take for either one of these superstars to back down.
It's probably going to take a miracle at this point, as if what's happening right now isn't miraculous enough.
Oh, stiff wrench shot. Oh, this is certainly an effective use of a foreign object. PK on point.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
CM Punk hoists his opponent down with a GTS. And at this point, that has to do it. This could be it. He could be putting him away here.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go-to-sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.